and saying it in a matter-of-fact way. So just in the way I said, oh yeah, you know, when I was in Tokyo, what I noticed was, so it became part of the conversation, it became part of the banter. And so, talking about Tokyo, let's just keep on that. She'll go, right, challenging. So she'll go, oh yeah, Tokyo, everyone was dead friendly, weren't they? They were just like the nicest people, weren't they? I'll be like, yeah, they were quite nice, but I felt it was a little bit fake at times. It was a little bit like put on. They just have to be, they're very good at keeping to rules, so they have to be very, very polite. I feel sometimes when someone's over polite, they kind of like, it kind of renders meaningless other times when they're polite, when they're so overly, and she's like, oh, I know what you mean, yeah. There was a bit of over politeness, and that is a good challenge because we've just had an intellectual discussion about something like a society, and I've kind of like wrestled her to the ground on it. A bad challenge, which a lot of people mistake for, is she goes, I like watching tennis. And you go, oh no, I don't like watching tennis. You know, that's just, you know. So yeah, and a bit of push and pull would be, I literally have no idea. No, it would be so many things, push and pull. Let's just keep to Tokyo. I want to come up with something that's relevant. So she goes, should have prepared an example, but there's just so many like types of, push and pull is basically like her, when you're being a bit cocky and funny with her. So it could be it could literally be anything. My brain's a bit dry now, but yeah, you kind of get that. That's quite a well-known subject, isn't it? Push and pull? That's quite out there, isn't it? I don't have to like harp on about it too much. If an example does come to me in the middle of everything, I'll just blurt it out. But as I said, you don't have to do these in order, or you don't have to do this like all the time, like every single one. You don't have to, like, it's just literally 2 or 3 of those, and then you can move on to a bit of authentic communication. But you never really give it up. And can I just mention, you see there, that's your energy, and that's the pink is her energy. They've got to match each other. So you're not the clown. You're not like this high energy guy, like, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. You're not that guy. You're the guy who's just like complimenting her energy. So she's coming back with energy, you're coming back with energy. You know, and that's how it should work. Right, so, and inauthentic communication and deep rapport, as you can see, your investment is going down and her investment should be going up slightly. She should be like now, if you don't get a girl to invest, it's over from the beginning anyway. But it's a bit like if you had a dream car and I gave you that car for free, you would not treat it like the dream car you thought you wanted. You just treat it like something free you got, right? Because you've not had any, as much as it is your dream car, you've not put in any investment into it, so therefore it doesn't matter to you that much. If you've saved up 7 years of your 9 to 5 days saving up for that car, you will look after that baby like there was nothing else in your life. And if there's no investment, there's just, she doesn't, no matter how much she might like you and stuff, she won't care that much, you know? So the more investment there is, the better. So here, I'll just give you a little indication of, there has to be times when she's talking more, she's investing more, and there's a little rule with authentic communication. 90% of the time, you're speaking or she's speaking, it should kind of be about her and her world. 10% of the time should be about you and your world. But if you want to expedite things, it should be, she's interested in her world, and you're interested, let's face it, in getting with her. So just go for it, you know, just like talk about her. Whatever it is, if she's interested in traveling to anywhere, talk about traveling, talk about your traveling experiences, that's fine. But make sure it's related to what she's interested in. It's really important. So here we've got the seduction bit. I don't know if you could just see that. Logistical, as I said, ridiculous things have happened to me during Daygame in London because I live right on Oxford Street, and that is a prime spot for, you know, quick lays, basically. It's a bit unexpected living there. So they don't have to live on Oxford Street or live on a street where there's, you know, a good bit of traffic all the time. You could live 20 minutes away, that's fine. But always keep in mind that girl is 20 minutes away from your bedroom, because there will be opportunities, different girls, different opportunities that arise, and different girls are differently adventurous. So if I've got a French tourist in central London and she's going back to Paris in 2 days or the next day, I'm not going to date her, am I? I'm not going to waste time by being all nicey-nicey. I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to take her to my doorstep and just offer her, would you like to come up? And, you know, some of the crazy things that have happened like that, it's taken me, I think the quickest was 25 minutes from the street to my bed. And once she was on my bed, because it was so intense and she was going home the next day, it just happened. Like, we both knew what was going on. It was just so intense. And it was just so sexy because of that. Now, if I'd taken her for like a 3-4 hour date, firstly, you know, she's going home tomorrow, you know, it's all good. You should try everything, but, you know, you've got to keep in your head, as I said, anything is possible, you know? So logistical leading, it's all about you always mapping your way. It's all about like, right, this girl lives here, okay. She's got to go and meet her friends in an hour, fine. Then I'll just take her for a coffee for half an hour, close her next time. Can I close her next time? Yes, I'll invite her to a restaurant near my place and, you know, we can hit things off from there. I'll go for the bounce back then. Power trade is very important. Girls feel really safe. I think this concept has been talked about a little bit, where you let them lead you. You know, you kind of give them the power. You give them the power. The power is essentially yours, but you give them the power. And they love that. They love how beautiful that is, because only a strong guy would be able to, you know, give way to, you know, the whole, I must lead, I must be in control. And the best time to do this, actually, is when you're in your own house. So in your own house, don't act like the king. Don't act like I.e. the dick. Like, oh, it's my house now, I've got to go here. You know, that kind of thing is just like posturing. It's not real. And this is all through experience. This is all through me being that dick to being a beautiful man, because that dick never worked. Yeah, you've got to make her feel really welcome, especially leading up to it all. You've got to really make her feel like this is as much her idea as it is your idea. You know what I mean? So it's about like not pouncing on her. It's about like letting her, you know, do her thing in your house. And obviously you're still leading. You're still taking her to the bedroom. You're still saying, what would you like to drink? Stuff like that. You're still going to your bedroom. You're getting on your laptop. One of the best things I do is get on my laptop and just go, where do you live? Like, especially if they're, you know, with Google Maps, it's such an amazing thing because it gives you tons to talk about, especially with deep rapport. So I'll be like, where'd you grow up? Show me on Google Maps where you grew up. And she'll show me a neighborhood in Germany or anywhere else, you know, in Brisbane or whatever, if you're from Melbourne. And it's just, it gives you like so much to talk about. You just go, oh, so what did you do there? Is that your playground? Is that where you kissed your first boy? Or, you know what I mean? It's just like such an amazing bit of, you know, a bag of different things to talk about. And also, YouTube's a great idea. So just log on YouTube, give her the laptop. Again, like that's another perhaps more physical symbol of giving her the power. And just say, put your favorite music on. She'll feel a lot more comfortable with her favorite music playing in the background. And just, you know, it feels more homely. And always ask them to take off their shoes by that. So like a golden rule. The more, talking about feeling comfortable, always, house rules, got to take off your shoes. If a girl's in her shoes in your house, what did I say about body language precedes thought? Not like, if she's about to have sex, she'll never have her shoes on. So you've got to kind of make those things happen. So we've got, if you know, that this physical push and pull here is just about